The 6th anniversary is here. As you know, this is where I'm at on stars for all my characters. And well, I want to fix that. I want to have more than 3 stars, especially on Gogeta. Kind of crazy that I did a full 40-minute summoning video, and that's about where we landed. No complaints, because I managed to actually get the characters, but I've seen some other people's summons, and theirs were maybe a little bit luckier than mine. We didn't start out of the gates really crazy, but then it kind of like chilled for a bit. I'm kind of surprised at how little I got the sidebanner units as well. The Broly seems really, really good. I can't put a gauge right now on where Supreme Kai is, but the Broly specifically is like a sidebanner SP. Seems really, really good. I like both of the fusions. They're an absolute blast to use. The fusion mechanic is so freaking cool. So we are here today to hopefully pull some new Gogetas, some new copies of Gogeta. That was Gogeta, but you know, we're talking about the Gogeta. And then, of course, also Vegito himself and the sidebanner units. And, oh... How many of y'all been yelling at me because I definitely did not have enough CC when I started this video. And of course, to buy more, I need to put in my 3 digits. Forgot my wallet. Let me take it out with me. I'm genuinely so bad at finding things, so I put an air tag on my wallet. And what is it under this? While we're here, guess what? Today's sponsor is Ridge, and I have an air tag on it, and it's losing its mind. Hey, look, I found it. Anyway, Ridge, they're the sponsor of this video. Super slim wallet, has optional attachments like this one that I put on it, which I can put an air tag so I always know where my wallet is. It actually is slim enough that, guess what? Yeah, it fits in your front pocket, easy, and they have tons of different styles like NFL as well as an MKBHD crossover, or this orange one that I got over a year ago as a gift for my wife and kids. These things incredibly durable. He says as I like tap on it, but they really are. They're super durable. And of course, beyond wallets, they also have these key cases that are slim. They keep your keys nice and tidy, and they don't jingle. Yeah, and they also look awesome. So Rich has got you on all everyday things. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. And here's the thing. Right now is a perfect time to go over ridge.com/nano to pick something up, because for Father's Day, they're actually offering up to 40% off. So you guys can go pick something up over there, like a key case or like a wallet. Again, I've been a user of Ridge for over a year. And if you're like me, I know we meme about it, so I'm not trying to get real with it, but I don't really have a reason to go buy anything for anyone on Father's Day because I don't really have basically anything to do with my father. So it's the perfect time to go get yourself something, or drop the hints to your significant other. Be like, hey, we just got some pretty awesome sales right now. And I watch, you know, Nano's videos, and he said I should click his link and go check something out. So here's this link, wink, wink. So Ridge is awesome. I absolutely love their products. I know you will too. And now that I got my credit card back, I can actually buy my CC and we can keep summoning. Ooh, got my CC. We should be good now as we keep moving forward. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Tried a little bit of a different approach to talking about one of my favorite things, which is Ridge. So Ridge, thank you for sponsoring today's video. Now, we've got to get some Gogetas, bro. All right, we're in space. No new summoning animations, man. I've already talked about this enough in the video yesterday, but man, I just cannot believe no. What? Why? Let's go. Yes, dude! Have you liked the video yet? Because I hope you have. Holy! What is happening? Slug? The next Dokkan Fest? Cooler? The next LF? Dude, I would love a transform Cooler LF. Wait, that guy wasn't Red 7 yet? Bro, look at him. We got him 6 stars, man. I won't lie. Part of why I'm making this video, can I just like peel the curtain back for you guys? I do like having some stars on my characters. I can't deny that. But it's honestly just because I know that I'm going to be fighting in collabs, like probably against like Ryuden, Diddy, you know, probably plenty of other people. And I typically in those videos, for whatever reason, we don't use LBR. I don't know why. Maybe we should be more interesting, maybe. But a lot of times we don't. And a Diddy, I feel like really won't want to. And so I'm making this video so that way when we do our collab summons and I hopefully pull the unit and I'm able to use him, we got a few more stars on him, because he's someone I know that was very lucky and has a few more stars on these characters, I think, than I do. So that might have been one of the reasons. Now, I have got to use them, dude. So I was making a video just using them in PvP and stuff, and I had a couple of teams I was using. That video was live if you guys want to check it out. It was a blast. Well, it was a blast when it was working, and it wasn't when it wasn't, because for whatever reason, I was running into, and you guys can let me know if this is something you've been experiencing lately, but what I feel like were lag switchers. Like, I don't think there was that many network issues. Like, and it was generally something where it was really getting paused up and frozen up, and I was very baffled by it all. So like, that made for a not as an enjoyable experience going in between matches. And obviously I cut those out because I'm not like, you guys don't want to sit there and just watch me watch a screen lag for like a few minutes. And then the other thing too is that it starts so fast that I can't forfeit. So I can't get out of the match because it's still so early in the match that you got to wait the 15 timer counts. So I'm just stuck in this match where the screen is just shaking for like minutes upon minutes. And that happened multiple times. I believe I kept one of those in to show off what I was talking about, but like that happened more than that time. And then just other matches that were just pure, for me as a viewer, like, I don't like watching laggy matches, so I just cut those. And so like, I actually used them a decent amount, but a lot of times it was in just a laggy mess. And or some of the times it was a laggy mess, but when it wasn't, these guys are so sick, dude. The fusion mechanic is so cool. It is something we've been asking for literally forever, and so it's finally here as part of the 6th anniversary. It's also so interesting seeing like everyone across the board have their opinions on these characters, whether good or bad. I think I'm trying to like gather a lot of the different inputs. It seems like most people are happy, right? And it's always going to be that when people aren't happy, they always seem the loudest. But it does appear that fusions have, what is it? Because Vegeta talks first, right, on this new one. I think he just did earlier. So that was like, let's go! Let's go! Sorry, Fury Broly. I think I called him Wrathful Broly in my other videos, but Fury, Broly Fury. That's a 7 green Broly Fury. But I think what it really is to those that maybe are like not as high on fusions, and I had my whole spiel about how many fusions we've really had. It's really not that many, but I think it's just that these games are getting older, and we've seen a lot of the same characters, and whether you play both or you don't play both, or you've played one or you have a favorite or all of that, the games are getting a little older. You know, this game still feels new to me for some reason, even though we're 6 years in. I don't know why that is. It still feels like the new Dragon Ball mobile game, but it is 6 years old. It's like nuts. But anywho, I think what it is these games are just getting so long in the tooth, and they know, and to the general populace, I think it's more so just like a loud, like smaller group that are just really loud, and that's why it seems like maybe not as many people seem as excited about fusions, because I don't think that's the case at all. But there's a point to all this. What I'm trying to get to is that despite what they say, despite how it might feel because games are getting older, they choose these characters based on actual data. So like, they can see based on how much you play and the units that you use when you do play versus the units that you actually spend your CC on. And this is across, you know, I'm sure they have like, whereas I can go to my YouTube studio and see all the data with how many of you watch and sub, and how many you watch and don't sub, and how many of you are completely new to the channel, all of that. Which, by the way, there are tons of you that watch that don't sub. So if you watch this far in the video and you're not subscribed, why not consider subscribing? But they can see all that, right? Like a big factor for them that we've always heard about is actual play time in the games. That's huge for these games. That's why them being free and offering a bunch of events and offering a bunch of things to want to keep you in the game and keep you coming back, like daily login bonuses, stuff like that. Like, you getting back on the game is super important for them. That data is really important to them, and I think important also to the like actual stores of these available. It's like the App Store on iOS, the Google Play Store on Android, stuff like that. Like, those metrics matter. I think on many levels that I probably don't know because I've never released a mobile game. All that to say is they have like they have like an analytical back end that shows them where the player interest lies, and they absolutely choose these characters based on that. And I know a lot of us want to think these games do make tons of money. And I'm not trying to be like, what is the word here? Like, I'm never gonna be like pro for the companies, bro. These games, they make way too much money, man. Like, at this point, with how much CC I've spent, give me Red 7, bro. Anytime you guys are like, no, they shouldn't do that, I'm like, why are you fighting for the company, man? Why in the world do you care? If I want to, if there's a world where hopefully there's a timeline where what I've spent now is coming up on, it's like 30k plus CC, where I can just be done and have all the characters and just have them where I want. Like that should be an okay thing, right? It's a decent amount of like US dollars. But let me stay on track. Sorry. I'm gonna really try to stay on track here. When all that money is made, it gets split, right? It gets split to the developers, it gets split to the publishers, and then you have to add in the fact that this isn't an original IP. This is based on Dragon Ball. So then it gets split and it goes into the hands of everyone that owns a piece of the pie that is Dragon Ball. And so when it all comes down to it, these devs and the publishers and all of that are, you know, because they're probably only half of the equation of where all the revenue goes, if not less, right? Like I'm sure they're like, sure, Bandai, you can use our IP, you know, sure, Bandai's like, sure, Demps, please develop this IP for us. But at the end of the day, they don't own Dragon Ball. So it all has to go back up to the you know, all the people that own a piece of that Dragon Ball pie. And so when it comes down to it, they're trying to make characters that are going to make them the absolute most amount of money. And developing these characters are obviously not free. They've got to draw the art. I'm sure that has to go through an entire process that costs probably more money than we can probably fathom. In the totality of things, we start adding up all the different people that have to touch on, like, this is approved, this isn't approved. And then the actual like developing of the models and the camera movement and all of the animators for the, like, all of that stuff, man. All that stuff I'm sure adds up to an amount that is probably a lot more than we're imagining it is. And so when all that is accounted for and they're like, okay, we're gonna pay all these different people, all these different like people that have to like touch base with everything that we do, it has to make sense for us. And so going into a 6th anniversary where, you know, you want to make sure that you make as much money as possible, fusions must make the most sense, like, again, to them with the data that they have. So all that to say is that if you are one of those people that are tired of fusions, there's very clearly so many more people that aren't, right? Like there's got to be data in the back end that even though VB is a year old, they're still seeing him being played a ton, whether it be in PvE or PvP or whatever it is, right? You know, or PyCon revival into Super Gogeta fusion type unit. So all of that plays into the fact that we are getting more fusions. Now, despite everything I've just said there, another reason, and I was talking about this to, I think it was Diddy's stream last night. I think I'd already ended at this point, but another thing that I said, and this is like total crazy putting my like tinfoil hat on, but I don't think, because I saw some comments of like, I'm worried about the game. Like, what if this is sort of like their last hurrah? Like, it just seems crazy to come out, do Gogeta Blue. Like, our last Gogeta Blue was only about a year and a half ago, only. It was a pretty long time ago, and all things account. Let's not pretend like a year and a half was just like yesterday, okay? Literally, the last Gogeta Blue was technically calendar year 2022. We're now midway through 2024. So let's not play like it was some like back-to-back-to-back thing. It was a year and a half ago. But I've seen a lot of people, you know, obviously like, okay, so why did they do so much here? And my tinfoil hat tells me that we are nearing the end of the current structure that we're in. And not to say that Legends Limited SP units won't still have a place and won't still be very powerful and viable and all of that. But I'm wondering if this is sort of the last hurrah that we'll see, or coming down too close to the last hurrah we'll see, where we are headlining, starting with SPs and doing Legends Limited SPs. So that's like, again, that's some tinfoil hat stuff for me. But my guess truly is we are about to be in a transition period where we will get an Ultra LF. And I know we've been talking about that forever and it hasn't happened, but I think there's pacing. I think that whether someone at Bandai knows it or not fully, you know, and we've talked about it for literally forever, but Tupper will happen at some point. There's too much money in it for too many people, again, that own the Dragon Ball pie. There's got to be people that want to get an anime out, because you get an anime out, which the manga has, you know, a certain level of popularity for sure, but the anime and seeing Dragon Ball animated is always going to be much more popular than just reading it, right? Like, it's going to get into more of a generalized audience than just the manga. So I'm sure there's plenty of people that on the back end that do want to see Super come back and be animated. And so to some extent, Bandai maybe probably has some idea of when that's going to happen. And so they probably have to pace themselves as to using what they have access to currently, because I see all these comments all the time about how you guys want to see manga stuff, you want to see granola, you want to see Moro, you want to see the forums that are just exclusive to the manga, and they've pretty much shown us that they can't touch that stuff. They have yet to do it. Like truly. I know there's been some like, I think manga inspired moments or stuff that is definitely a nod to the manga in some of the games officially, but not you like none of the official games have anything from the manga. None of it. It would be cool if Sparking Zero somehow does that. Like it'd be cool if somehow they were able to like pull some strings and get Sparking Zero to get some of that cool stuff. I don't think it's going to happen. And so my guess is that they're trying to sort of like pace themselves as best as they can with the content that they currently have available and access to. And so with that knowledge, maybe they know like Super will come back in 2026 or something. They're like, okay, it's gonna come back in 2026. So until then we have to pace ourselves. So we can't jump to Legends Limited Ultras just yet. We need to do everything we can with SPs, do the fusion mechanic, do all this cool stuff, and we'll do the Ultra LFs later. But for the millionth time, it is something they can do. They just it's just a Legends. It's just literally, I'm summoning for an SP. Dang it, dude. That would have been perfect timing. I'm summoning for an SP that they've just slapped the Legends Limited banner across. They can do that with an Ultra, and they will at some point. And so, like, again, this is tinfoil hat stuff, but I do think it is possible, 100%, that we're looking at close to, if not the last, or close to the last of an anniversary big event like Faster Anniversary, where we're starting with actual just SPs that are Legends Limited, and we'll probably be moving sooner than later to Ultras. Then we'll get our first Ultra debut as like a headliner, and then eventually that'll move to double Ultras, and you know, so far and so forth. So that could be it as well. I definitely don't think just because they did two insanely hype units at the same time, that is like cause for worry, because that would be like saying back at 5th anniversary being worried about Dokkan, and we're approaching 10th anniversary now, right? Like this is basically the 5th anniversary of Dokkan, except instead of it being Vegito Blue, it's Super Vegito. This is kind of sort of that 5th anniversary vibe. Actually, this has, I think with the way these units work, it's more of like a 7th anniversary vibe, but I'm seeing more people compare it to 5th, because 5th was Vegito and Gogeta, whereas 7th was kind of Gogeta. If you don't play Dokkan, it was a fusing SSJ 4 Goku and Vegeta that actually did turn into it. SSJ 4 Gogeta you could use, but then the side unit was a god at Goku and Vegeta, which is what I really wanted here, not them in blue. I wanted it to actually have them be gods, but then they didn't fuse. The only way they kind of fused was that you use the active skill, which I mean still basically counts as Gogeta, but like it wasn't the same as where I can press a button in this game and actually be Gogeta. Like, I'll be real with you guys, I kind of thought before we would get this, like get them to where they could fuse in game, they would give it to us as an LF, to where they would be a tag unit, and then in the LF they would actually fuse and then do something as the fusion. So I mean, this is way better. I would much rather just fuse in game and be able to use them than it be like just an animation as part of the, you know, legendary finish. But anywho, so that's what I thought would happen first. So it's very akin to both 5th and 7th. I guess probably, I don't know. It's a mixture of both. Either way, Dokkan is still nowhere near done, right? Like, we are still approaching this 10th anniversary they've been hyping up for over a year now, or about a year. They've had like this roadmap with the 10th anniversary and this like gold text. They've been really hyping us up on 10th Annie. So I don't think this game is going anywhere. This game still makes way too much money. I think this game probably, I mean, this, I don't know this, you know, but if I were a betting man, a guessing man, which I mean, I am, as I'm doing summons right now, my guess is that Legends has a more active, truly larger active community than Dokkan, like in terms of a player base, because Dokkan a lot of times, not a lot of times, whenever Dokkan talks about its downloads, it is specifically talking about the times the game's been downloaded. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know this, but I'm pretty sure they definitely do count rerolls. They count, you know, anytime you and I have re-downloaded the game many a times, they're probably counting all that. Whereas I'm pretty sure with Legends, not pretty sure, they are counting they're counting actual active users. Like, they're counting people that have actually downloaded and played the game individually. Like, not me and you re-downloading it on our new devices and all of that. They're not counting that. They're actually counting new actual users. And so I think this game probably just has, and I also think, I've talked about this many times, like, I think the barrier to entry, now granted the PvP meta is one thing, but the barrier to entry, I think this game is probably more attractive to the more like modern mobile game player. Like, they're like, oh, Dragon Ball, let me try this out. I think they're probably going to choose this one because this is the 3D game where, like, it is still a card game, but you can kind of move around in a 3D space, versus Dokkan looks Dokkan to me looks substantially more complicated. Obviously, I think between the two, I probably have more knowledge on Dokkan than I do on Legends. But like, I think just from a general, you're looking at the both of them, it's much easier to look at Legends and kind of know what Legends is about versus with Dokkan. And Dokkan gets labeled the Candy Crush game, which it's not the Candy Crush game at all. It's a literal, just basically turn-based RPG, but like it's not really advertised in that way. But that's it's just a Dragon Ball turn-based RPG. That's all Dokkan is. And so I think that this game appeals a little bit more to the masses in the more current day modern era of wanting to play mobile games. But Dokkan had always been my go-to. The reason why I always picked up Dokkan was because it was so easy to play at my desk job and to play like in between calls and in between meetings, and then I could like set it there and let it just sit there for a literal 4 hours and come back to it and be in the middle of the same match. Whereas with this game is much more hands-on, but I also think a lot of people are looking for a hands-on experience. So I don't know. It's like, it's so interesting. Either way, anyone worried about the game, I wouldn't be that worried about it. I think it's perfectly fine. I don't think them releasing fusions at the same time and doing all of this feels like desperation or potential ending of the game. I think it's just them doing something that they thought would work well and make money, and I'm sure that's what it's doing. So I think we're 100% completely a-okay fine. Back to
number 2. We can do
that. I love that unit though. What are they doing for part 2 this year, man?
This is not gonna end the way it did before.
No way, let's get them both back to back. That's crazy. That is crazy, dude. Getting them together in the same multi is crazy enough, but getting them back to back. I mean, I know it's the banner we're on, so of course it's gonna be like movie stuff, but like that was it was a very peculiar multi we just got there. Too bad I already red 7'd both of those LL units, man. Is it time? Do I dive into the... Oh, dude, I haven't talked about this yet in this video. I meant to way sooner. Have you guys seen the original animation? Bro, it is so sick. Like the story event with Vegito and Gogeta. It's so freaking sick. Like I can't, hang on, I feel like I can skip. No, but yes, dude. What? There was no animation. It was such a basic animation. Oh my gosh, wow. But yeah, dude, we take those. We take those. All right, I'm gonna swap banners after the free one. We're swapping banners here. Gulp. So I do have collabs, so I definitely I need to stop. There's 7. I gotta quit, guys. Let's talk. Let's talk. You know what I've not got? Where's my rainbow? Where's my rainbow release? Not only did we not get into animations, which by the way, the animations that they did for that story event, that could be summoning animations. What are we doing? Do you know how hyped that would be as a summoning animation? Come on, Toshi and team, please. Please, bro. I don't understand why that was not, dude. If you loaded up the game and a summoning animation started happening, and first off, we don't have a Vegito animation. It's just VB. We don't actually have like just a standard Super Vegito animation and summoning animation in the game. Could you imagine if it popped up and it was Super Vegito and Gogeta Blue, and they were like part of your like what, dude? Why couldn't they make that be a thing? It's just, come on, man. What's up, Magenta? Dude, last year's part 2 was like made of dreams. This part 1's made of dreams, so I just don't know that part 2 is going to be made of too many dreams. But could be wrong. I mean, they really could bring it. Truly, they could absolutely bring it. And part 2, I don't think part 2 tops part 1, at least not for me, right? But they can make it to where we're just all like, what are they doing? And how do they top part 1 and part 2 with an Ultra? Especially if the Ultra is supposed to be GT and it's like Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Man, I actually hope it is. I won't lie to you guys. I really want Gogeta 4. I want, good old G4. I love Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He's sick. But man, the idea of like an Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku sounds so sick to me. Like his Ultra Ink, I think could be so freaking cool. Not that Gogeta's couldn't too, but like I just love the like Super Saiyan 4 form. I was talking about this in my video yesterday, but I think, you know, I have favorite forms based on different characters, and my favorite form for Goku is SSJ4. Like I think that is the most raw Goku ever is, period. Like the aesthetic is so cool, and I think the other thing too is it's like so unique, right? Like I love Blue and I love God, but Blue and God are really just like recolors on a stat. Well, God is just base but in red hair basically, and Blue is just literally Super Saiyan, but it's blue, right? That's the whole point. It's called Super Saiyan Blue. But anyways, but like Super Saiyan 4 is like really unique, right? And just looks so cool. Ooh, successful, because he was only 3. Okay, well, this video has been a complete and 100% success then, because now every single character is 6 stars or above. We've got 7 on our Blue Fusion, 6 on Vegito, 6 on Shin there, Supreme Kai, and then we have, is it 7? Is it 7 on Broly? It is. It's 7 on Broly as well. Yeah, so 7 on the other, 7 on both units from the other banner, and then 6 on both units here. I really can't ask for too much more than that. I mean, I could, and I should, but you know, I'm not going to. Okay, I'm not right now. I cannot believe I skipped a freaking blue pull, man. Devastating. Let's see if I can skip a Vegito. I can't. Okay. Cope. Maybe, you know, maybe if I skip it. It's destroyed Planet Namek. My father loves to pull up here every once in a while. Father! My friend will pull up. Vegeta! Thanks.
Vegeta.
Woo! Okay, wait. When he comes in and flies up, that doesn't mean as much. But when he's here, it always seems like it's a little something, something. You know, just like a little something, something. Hang on. Stay tapped in. Hold. Chat. Hold. Hold. It's gonna at least be the new SP. Hold. Oh my gosh, the longest multi of my life. The longest multi of my life. There's no shot I did all that for a Nappa. Why does nothing mean nothing anymore? You know what I mean? Does that even make sense?
Guess I don't have a choice. I'm very angry.
Me too, Goku. My dad didn't pull up. You aren't gonna give me rainbow text. Small text. No Broly. My friend showing up. Nope, it's a neutral clash. Maybe it was Super Saiyan 3, but does it really change that much for us? Man, do you think they really showed up? No way. Dude. All right, these summons haven't been bad. I can't act like that. I can't act like that. We pulled everything but Vegito. But like, dude. This is full power. What's up, Frieza? And oh, I about pressed the skip button. I should have. I should have. Dude, a Legends Limited, either Trio Super Saiyan from Dokkan, or also I'm totally here, 100% here for Android 13 LF, because I actually really like Android 13. All right, Blue Skies, Rainbow Tech. Cool, man. Well, it was at least Blue Skies, so surely it's going to be Legends Limited. The screen's about to go black. Legends Limited. And then boom, it's me. I'm him. And I pull the Vegito right here.
I am saved. We are one. Unfortunately for you. Full power Super Saiyan.
Building my GT team for if you summon it, you use it. Let's go. GT mains, rise up, for we shall get the Ultra in this celebration. Blue Skies for more Legends Limited units. Watch this, guys. Father! I'm just gonna stop, bro. It's embarrassing at this point. Broly. Am I losing? Neutral clash on blue skies, man. Well, I can't skip a blue skies, you know? Like, that would just be insane. Because imagine, like, if I skipped and it was a Vegito. Oh, imagine if I skipped and it was a Vegito. Imagine. Dude, where's Trunks? Where's my dad? Where's my brother Broly? Where's my friend Vegeta? Where's, you know? Where's everybody? No one's showing up today. Dude, this what is happening? You know, we went from like the peak of peaks to just like Android 8. Can you do you know? I don't know. There's no way there's a Vegito in this, right? Dude, all right. It was funny for a little bit, okay? It was like, yeah, I'll skip and then it'll be in there. And then I got garbage. But the fact that it's been every time lately, like, watch. Probably should let that play. I'm actually slightly. Why am I scared? It's gonna be garbage. Garbage. She's not. She's one of the best aging units that we've ever seen in this game. But besides her, watch this. Garbage. Yeah. The GT mains rise up. I really like that unit. I did. I mean, I'm not like sitting here trying to use that unit in 2024 or anything, but whew, looks like I got enough for one more rotation. I got one rotation and a dream. Can you be a believer with me? Let's lock in here. That's 5 pods. That's my friend Vegeta. We don't need to see him do his thing, but we do need to see if he brings us the Vegito that we're looking for, because this video can't end until I pull a Vegito unless I don't. So stay tapped in. Here we go. We have, what is this? We're on step 3 of 6. That is 4 rotations, 4 steps left, not rotations. That's a lot of CC. 4 steps left. It's you and me right now. We're locked in. Blue skies with Jocko. And guess what? My dad, he's been missing, but today he still does not show up. That's because I'm going blue, bro. And I'm losing. I actually don't know if that would do anything, but this is full power, Goku. Cool, man.
I will end this in an instant.
I don't know if the Vegito one starts talking with Vegeta first or not. I can't remember. It's been, you know, I've slept since then. I'm Bergamo the Crusher, I think is what he says. Could have let it play out and we could have heard it. Man, dude, I am genuinely so excited for Sparking Zero. I'm always a little excited for any Dragon Ball game ever. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a Dragon Ball game, I'm excited. Breakers, I'm excited. It's Dragon Ball. But Sparking Zero is like actual GTA 6 levels of hype for me, right? Like, I'm very excited for GTA 6. I think this could also be freaking Shin. This animation is so rare. Please do not let this be for freaking Supreme Kai. Come on, Vegito. Come on, Vegito. Come on, Vegito. Come on, Vegito. Vegito. Okay. Please, bro. Not all this for a freaking Supreme Kai, man. This has got to be for the Big Daddy himself, Vegito. Please, please. Do it.
I've actually come here to satisfy my curiosity. I'll tell you.
Frieza laughing is pretty on brand right now. These summons. Guys,
You can't beat
man.
me.
I just, you know, I wanted to show up here today.
Get ready.
GG's. GG's. The instant transmission, man.
Allow me.
Yeah, you'll think it's gonna be him? No, you don't. You don't believe in me. Ah, it's nothing new, man. I'm used to it.
Perfect. I need it.
Yep. Here we go. The free one's the best one is what they always say. Something like that. So this is surely going to be great.
Take you down.
Oh. Yep. You know what is great though? Ridge for sponsoring this video. Click the link down below in the description. Check out Ridge for yourselves. And if you're looking for more content, press right here. Press right there. Go over there. Check out that video and I'll see you over there in that one. Bye.